Hello, everyone. We're really excited to see you here today. Members of the class of 2025, family, friends, and distinguished guests, trustees Ebersol and Bishop, President Schroeder, on behalf of the faculty and staff, welcome to the University of Toledo College of Law commencement ceremony. Today is a special day for all of our graduates and their friends and families who have gathered to celebrate them. Graduates, from your first day of law school to the last, you have all worked diligently to accomplish this goal. Now you are going out in the world to practice law. Being a lawyer is an awesome responsibility. As a lawyer, you are an officer of the court, part of our system which guarantees the rule of law. You will be held to the highest of ethical standards. You are responsible for protecting not only the rights of your clients, but also upholding our system of justice with rules that protect everyone that comes into contact with that system. That is a heavy responsibility, but I know that you are up to the task. In the short time that I have to talk to you today, I have 4 bits of advice for you. Find your community, set your goals high, treat yourself and others with respect, and study for the bar exam. First, at the University of Toledo College of Law, we value community, and we understand the importance of having a supportive community to achieve success. Your community starts with your family and your close friends. Commencement is always a celebration of not only the achievements of the graduating class, but also a celebration of the parents, grandparents, spouses, children, siblings, and other family and friends who have supported our graduates throughout their law school journey. Today is also a celebration for the members of your community whom you have accumulated along the way, not only your colleagues and friends from the College of Law, but also the faculty and staff who have been with graduates every step of the way. We are very proud of your accomplishments, and we all know the tremendous amount of hard work that went into the degree that you are earning today. Whatever you do when you practice law, seek out your community and invest in that community. No matter what you do, take some time to work for what you believe in, be it in your full-time job, as pro bono work, or as a volunteer in your spare time. It is a privilege to be a lawyer, and that privilege brings with it an obligation to serve the public and the profession. Law touches everything in our society, and you can have a tremendous impact on the lives of your clients and members of your community. Moreover, Studies show that the happiest people are those who work with others on a shared cause. And I sincerely wish you not only career success, but also happiness with a fulfilling life. Invest in community engagement. Second, as you head into the world today, I encourage you to set your goals high and work hard. Having a law degree will open many doors for you. Take advantage of the opportunities as they present themselves, but also define your own success. Be ambitious in achieving goals that you set for yourself, not goals that others may expect of you. At the end of the day, after all, this is your career, not somebody else's. Third, treat yourself and others with respect. Always look after your well-being and the well-being of those closest to you. Take the time to take care of yourself. The legal profession is a stressful profession, and it is vital that you maintain work-life balance. Make sure to spend time with your loved ones as well. Treat others with respect in your professional life as well. As a professional, always act with integrity and look after your professional reputation. I cannot emphasize how much reputation will matter for your career. Your adversary in one case may very well be someone who refers a client to you down the road. More broadly, treat everyone you encounter, from the judges you appear in front of to their filing clerks, especially their filing clerks, I know what I'm talking about here. With respect, and bring empathy and kindness to everyone that you encounter in your legal career. Finally, you have worked incredibly hard to earn your Juris Doctor degree, but unfortunately, you're not done yet. I hate to raise it on a day focused on achievement and celebration, but you need to keep the focus on the bar exam. Make sure you do take the time to complete your bar course. People who do complete their course have an incredibly high success rate. You really need to put the effort for this final task that is standing between you and your license to practice law. It will be a challenge, but I can assure you we will continue to be there to help you in every step of the way. We will stay in touch throughout the summer and continue to support you as you study for the bar exam. Keep working hard, and I am confident that all of you will do well. For those of you in the audience who have supported these graduates throughout their years of law school, know that these graduates aren't done yet. This will be a very busy summer, and they will continue to need their support as they prepare for the bar exam and clear the last hurdle on their path to being licensed attorneys. And most importantly, plan a vacation for yourself right after you take the bar exam. And do something very nice for your loved ones at the same time. That said, let's not lose sight of why we are here. Congratulations. Through a lot of hard work, you've earned a professional doctorate. That's a big deal and something very few people in our society achieve. You should be proud of yourselves. We are certainly proud of you. Now to bring you official words of welcome from the student body, it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Stacy Alphonse, immediate past president of the Student Bar Association. Ms. Alphonse.
Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. Today marks the end of one of the most challenging journeys many of us have faced. For some, it came with ease, and for many, it was a fight of a lifetime. But no matter how you got here, this is one of the most significant achievements of your life, and you deserve to be celebrated. Next comes the bar exam, and I know it feels daunting, but let me remind you, you've already proven that you can do hard things, so go out there and do it. I want to share a little story about myself. I was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and I came here at the age of 4 with my mom. Together, we overcame countless obstacles to get to this very moment. Everything I am today is shaped by those experiences, by the diverse people I've met, the challenges I've faced, and the choices, both mine and others, that changed the course of my life. I am deeply grateful for every step, every struggle, especially for the love and support of my fiance, my family, my friends, my village. I would not be standing here without any of you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I've always said that it is a privilege to join the legal field. It is a privilege to be a part of something bigger than us. It is a privilege to be able to help those who need it the most. It is a privilege to be able to amplify voices that have been silenced. That privilege feels more urgent today than ever. The legal field is being tested. The rule of law is under threat. And yet, this profession has given us the tools, the confidence, and the courage to stand tall in the face of injustice. So as you go out into the world, whether you're clerking for a judge, working in a firm, serving the government, or forging your own path, remember this: be brave, take up space, speak up. Recognize that diversity makes America great. Immigrants make America great. Kindness, compassion, and community makes America great. So go out there and be better than great. Lastly, a very special Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the audience. Your love and sacrifices shapes the future more than you know. And to my mom, Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for everything that you have done for me. I hope I've made you proud. Again, congratulations, class of 2025. Our journey is just beginning. Madam President, signing out. Now, as the past SBA president, I have the honor of announcing this year's graduating Outstanding Professor of the Year award to Professor Joe Slater.
Thank you. This is a great honor. I understand the context, so I will be, as it may surprise those of you who had me in class, brief. I have 2 points to make. First, I came here to teach law in the 20th century. No, wait, I'll make that sound even worse for the parents out there. Love you, moms, on Mother's Day, but I came here to teach in the 1900s. And the reason I came here and the reason I've stayed here is because this university, this College of Law, has always had a firm commitment to teaching and to teaching well. We have always been committed to teaching you what the law is, why the law became what it is, and how the law may change. Those have always been our commitments, and we will remain committed to that in furtherance of the goal to helping our students become the best lawyers they can be, whatever area of practice they go into and whatever side they're on. And I'm very proud to be in front of a bunch of other people who I know are equally committed to that goal. Second and final thing that I will say is that you graduates, because this day is about you, you graduates, when you go out to work, when you become lawyers, and note that I said when you become lawyers, not if you become lawyers, because you are all going to pass the bar and become successful lawyers. When you become lawyers, you will be teachers of the law too. You will be teaching the law to your clients. You will be teaching the law to your co-workers, other lawyers, whether you are in a firm or whether you are in a government agency, whatever you work with. You will be teaching senior partners when you are junior things about the law that they don't know. When you become senior, you will be teaching junior associates and other colleagues about things about the law that they don't know. You will be teaching opposing lawyers about the law from time to time. And this is the touchiest one. Sometimes you will be teaching judges about the law. I advise you to do all of that patiently and respectfully, especially the judges one. But my wish for you, and I'll close with this, is that you will take as much pleasure and fulfillment in teaching law to other people as I have teaching law to your excellent class. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Slater, and thank you, Stacy. I'm quite sure I speak for your mother when I say she's very proud of you today. To give the faculty welcome, it is my pleasure to introduce Senior Associate Dean Jeffrey Rapp. Dean Rapp has been a professor at UToledo Law since 2004 as a well-respected and well-loved professor and nationally known scholar. Dean Rapp has been a mainstay of the College of Law Administration as Associate Dean and Senior Associate Dean of Academic Affairs for 8 years. He is a leader on our faculty who has dedicated his heart and soul to the College of Law. Dean Rapp will be leaving the College of Law this year to pursue other opportunities, and we will miss him. Dean Rapp.
Class of 2025, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Law, welcome to your graduation. You did it, and we knew you would, because you are awesome. Every once in a while, in my 21 years at the University of Toledo, a special class has come along. A class that brings a positive energy into the Law Center building, reminding faculty, seasoned or otherwise, of the joy that comes with gaining an understanding of the law in all its complexity and all its power to improve the human condition. You were that kind of class, and we were so fortunate to have had the chance to be a part of your journey. Graduation speeches involve two basic things. First, telling you how great you are, and then giving you some advice, at least some of which remembered you may be able to apply. So I've told you that you are great, and now the advice. Three things. Thing one, be the most prepared person in every courtroom, and every conference room, and every war room, and on every Zoom call. That means hard work, but it will pay off. You'll sometimes be up against powerful opponents with far more resources as you fight to preserve a client's business, life savings, or freedom. But if you work harder than the other side, you can be the kind of lawyer your clients need in their darkest hours. Thing two, treat your support staff and your administrative staff like your professional success depends upon them, because it absolutely does. A good legal assistant or paralegal is priceless. Find ways to manage your own feelings that don't involve kicking out at the people you supervise. And thing three, be proud of your association with the University of Toledo. I know I am. In my 2 decades at the University of Toledo, I've twice shared the stage with a Nobel Prize winner. I've testified in Congress. I've published 2 books. And these were opportunities I had because of this university. But the most meaningful thing that the University of Toledo allowed me to do was teach you and students like you. And I do not say this lightly. Getting to be your teacher has been the professional privilege of my lifetime. Congratulations, and I cannot wait to learn about the amazing things you will do.
Thank you, Senior Associate Dean Rapp. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Allison Gilbert, this year's valedictorian. Congratulations to you on this spectacular achievement. Ms. Gilbert.
Distinguished faculty, family and friends, and fellow graduates, what an incredible honor it is to be speaking to you all today. For so long, and I'm sure for so many of us, this day has felt out of reach. It was far too easy to get bogged down in the ever-present pressure that law school provides and forget that in just a short amount of time, we would be closing this chapter of our journey. But how short that time was, for today is a day that we close this chapter together. This moment provides us an opportunity to reflect on where we have been and all that we have accomplished during our time in law school. But it also allows us an opportunity to look forward to the future. Just in case you haven't heard, we apparently have something called the bar exam in a few months, and then after that, a career. And while so much of the dedication that we have poured into our law school has been geared to getting us to this place, it all feels a little daunting, doesn't it? I know it does for me. Where do we look to for the energy, support, and motivation to keep going? To help answer this question, I wanted to share a quote from, in my opinion, one of the most influential women of the 21st century, and that is fictional character Leslie Knope from the television show Parks and Recreation. For those of you who have not seen Parks and Rec, feel free, doors over there, feel free to head home now and start binging it. But if you're choosing to stay, I'll give you a brief explanation on Leslie. She's the protagonist of the show who is always on, always tackling the next obstacle in front of her, planning the next thing to do, and constantly doing things for the people that she loves. Leslie's quote describes how she stays grounded and motivated to keep going. It reads as follows: "We need to remember what is important in life: friends, waffles, and work. Or waffles, friends, and work, doesn't matter, but work is third." Leslie articulates 3 categories that keep her grounded: her friends, her waffles, and her work. And while waffles may not be as important to us as they are to Leslie, I think that we can all look to these categories to stay motivated throughout our next journey. Category 1, friends, reminds us to lean on our people, our family, friends, partners, and even pets. It emphasizes the importance of a support system. I can personally say that I would have never made it through these last 3 years without the support of my loving husband, caring family, happy Mother's Day, Mom, incredible friends, and of course, my dog, Ralph. These people, without fail, showed up for me, even during the times where I could not show up for them. When my beloved grandmother unexpectedly passed away in the fall of my 2L year, just weeks before exams, I couldn't fathom moving on without her, let alone study. It was the compassion that these people showed me that reminded me to keep pushing forward, if anything, for her. And when I shattered my ankle just a few months later, these people, without hesitation, became my personal chauffeurs, chefs, and therapists. And when I was completely overwhelmed by my responsibilities as the editor-in-chief of Law Review, these people extended me grace and support. I needed my people during this chapter of my life, and I will, without a doubt, need them in my next, as I'm sure you all will too. Love on your people and lean on them in the moments that you question your ability to keep moving forward. Category 2, waffles, focuses on what brings us joy. Maybe for you it's nature, reading, exercising, or going to church. Maybe it's trying a new restaurant or rewatching your favorite movie. Or maybe it really truly is eating an entire plate of waffles with copious amounts of whipped cream, as Leslie does. Whatever it is, don't lose sight of your waffles. When you hit a wall or think that there's absolutely no way you could possibly do another multiple choice practice problem for the bar, make time for what brings you joy. Allow yourself to enjoy the fulfillment that it brings and use that fulfillment to put you back on track towards your goals. Category 3 is work. And now Leslie is adamant that work comes third among these categories. And no offense to Leslie, but I'd like to challenge that a bit. Maybe the goal isn't to sort these categories into a specific order. Maybe it's for these categories to coexist among each other. For me, this coexistence was necessary in my previous career as a special education teacher. I needed my support system and my interests to keep me grounded and moving forward. And I know that it is these things that I will turn to during my legal career. As we all know, lawyers hold an incredible responsibility to do and seek justice, especially in a time when the rule of law is being undermined by those in power. This incredible responsibility holds weight. This weight will inevitably create stressful situations, but it will also produce extraordinary moments of pride, knowing that you, yes you, are the reason that another human's problems are resolved. And it's both during the highs and lows of your work that your waffles and your people are needed. As we go forth on our new adventure, I challenge you all to reflect on the journey that we're ending today. What kept you going? Who was in your corner? Who and what brought you joy? Hold on to these people and prioritize those interests through the moments, both good and bad, that lie ahead. I'll leave you all with one last Leslie Knope quote. Let us break out a map, not the old, out-of-date one that shows us where we have been, but a crisp, new one that shows us where we might go. Congratulations, class of 2025. I wish you nothing but deep happiness and success. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gilbert. Congratulations again. It is now my pleasure to welcome today's featured speaker, Mr. David Beller. Mr. Beller is a Colorado native and attended school in Fort Collins, and earning a Bachelor of Science in Public Health and Biomedical Science in 1999, and his JD from the College of Law in 2004, where he was my student in multiple classes. After law school, he was a Colorado State Public Defender, and in 2007, he joined Rhett Cornfield PC and was made partner in 2011. Mr. Beller specializes in criminal defense, attorney and judicial discipline, and internal investigations. He represents individuals and organizations involved as targets, subjects, or witnesses in state and federal criminal investigations and related grand jury and pretrial proceedings, including antitrust actions. Mr. Beller served as president of the Colorado Criminal Defense Bar, proudly serving 1,000 criminal defense lawyers, paralegals, and investigators. He is a frequent guest lecturer at the University of Denver College of Law and at Metropolitan State University. He is a faculty member of Colorado Alternate Defense Council and National Criminal Defense College, teaching trial skills to Colorado criminal defense lawyers. He serves by appointment of the Denver presiding judge, as a commissioner of the Officer of Municipal Public Defender, and by the Colorado Supreme Court to serve on the Committee for Character and Fitness and on the Colorado Supreme Court Advisory Committee. Since starting his legal career, Mr. Beller has consistently been recognized as one of Denver's premier attorneys, and he's also a great guy. Please join me in welcoming David Beller.
Hey, graduates, let's start by taking a deep breath, right? And that candidly was for me. It is really an incredible honor and incredibly humbling to stand before you 20 years after I sat exactly where you sit now. Filled with excitement, pride, and maybe a touch of anxiety about what's next, concern about final grades, about moving, starting a job, maybe finding a job, concern about the bar exam, wondering if those around you have already started their bar preparation classes. But enjoy today. Take all of this in and really be proud of yourself. That anxiety can be set aside for today. That is, assuming, of course, that after having heard what I just said, you're not wondering to yourself what exactly is a bar preparation class. 20 years ago, I sat where you are wearing the same robes, hopefully dry cleaned since then. Hopefully, the same nervous energy, the same happiness and relief. A difference is that in 2025, you all as graduates have TikTok and Wi-Fi. I had Blockbuster and an unstable dial-up. But what is exactly the same? And that is, in a few moments, we will all have UT law degrees. So let me begin your career journey with a heartfelt congratulations. You all have completed one of the most intellectually demanding and personally transformative journeys a person can take. Earning your law degree, as you all know, is no small feat. It marks not just the end of law school, but the beginning of a life, and I will tell you 20 years later what a life it can be. Just as I see myself in you, I want you to see your future self in me, and I know what you're thinking. In 20 years, will I be a prematurely graying, middle-aged gay man? Others are thinking prematurely. And maybe, I don't know. I don't know you all. But for our purposes, and I guess what I'm going to be telling you about, it's really more abstract than that. In the future, know and rest assured, everything will be as good as you dream. It really will be. And it will be just as fulfilling and just as rewarding as you sit here now hoping it to be, if you put in the work and dedication to make it so. In just a few moments, each of you will be hooded as a Juris Doctor. You will hold a degree, a title that is not simply a piece of paper. So let me tell you what I did not know, or at least fully appreciate, 20 years ago when I sat in your seats. By reaching out and taking that diploma, by holding on to that piece of paper, you are also being handed privilege and responsibility. Now, we've heard both Dean Zitlos and your SBA president talk about being a lawyer as being a privilege. But what I'm talking about is a little bit different. It's privilege itself. You cannot take the diploma and leave the privilege and responsibility behind. They go hand in hand. A privilege, not how it's often discussed, but in a more profound, enduring sense. Being a lawyer is privilege, regardless of your background, your story, or how you arrived in Toledo. Regardless of where you came from, your gender, your national origin, perhaps even your citizenship status, whether you're a single parent, whether you're single. Regardless of where you came from, that your law degree equalizes all with privilege. So you are now part of a profession that grants you access to the machinery of justice. You are fluent in the language of law, a language that shapes societies, defines rights, and defends liberty. How the public sees you from this day forward is different. You have immediate respect, immediate credibility, you have access. You have a voice and a platform to use your voice. But you also have responsibility that goes along with that privilege. A responsibility to do more than simply represent clients. You have an obligation to see your clients as people, even if it is a corporation, so says the Supreme Court. That's a Citizen United joke for those of you that are going to be taking the bar in a couple of weeks, okay? You are not simply going to be handling a case. You are helping someone who is in need, and you can never forget the importance of that. I don't care if it is your first client, your first case, or if it's your 10,000th client and your 10,000th case. To the person who is looking for your help, it is as important as any matter that is in front of you, and you can never lose track of that. You have a responsibility to stand up for those who have no voice. The underrepresented, the marginalized, the indigent, and those too often overlooked and ostracized by the legal system meant to serve all of us. The rule of law means little if it only protects the powerful, the majority, and only gives access to the powerful and the majority. Your voice, training, commitment, which is all privilege, can help ensure the rights of everyone. Wherever your path leads, you carry that same duty to use privilege to uphold our legal system's integrity and to keep the doors of justice open, to give a hand up to anyone reaching and even those who don't know to do so. And let me say this clearly. You can help from wherever you are, whatever type of law you choose to practice, or if you choose to not practice law at all. You don't have to be a public interest lawyer to serve the public's interest. You don't have to work in legal aid to lift someone in need. Every transaction you review, every case you take, every memo you write is an opportunity to act with conscience and courage. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is the responsibility to grow relationships and professionalism. You cannot allow an adversarial profession to become antagonistic by culture. No matter the commercial tagline, and we have all seen them, advocacy is not pit bull, it is not strong arm, It is not the hammer. You will never win a case or get a favorable ruling for a client with the use of hostility or aggression, ever. Instead, you will get bar complaints, lost cases, sleepless nights, and a ridiculed reputation. Civility in the practice of law is not weakness. In fact, it is radical in an age of polarization and division. It is revolutionary. It's what keeps our system from becoming a shouting match of disrepute. Civility strengthens your credibility. Kindness is not a sign of softness, it's a sign of control. The loudest voice is always the most obnoxious and never the one that is most persuasive. You also have a responsibility to defend the rule of law. In a time when our very legitimacy is being challenged and questioned, it begs the question of why? Why the lawyers? Who knew that 3 years ago when you learned Marbury versus Madison, that we'd be shepherdizing it in 2025? Lawyers defend, that was a lawyer joke for the moms and dads out there. Lawyers defend unpopular clients. We challenge unjust laws and we seek the truth in complex, messy situations. But here's the thing, here's the takeaway for us, for you as you sit here as brand new graduates. Attacks on our profession are happening not because our profession is weak, but because it is strong. When you cannot attack the legitimacy and the legality of the argument or of the client, people, of course, are not illegal, conduct is, you attack the person. When you cannot attack the legitimacy, you attack the profession making the argument and defending the person. As lawyers, we hold power to account. We bring facts into spaces dominated by emotion. We translate chaos into structure, and that is what makes us effective. And in a world grappling with disinformation, inequality, and profound systemic challenges, effectiveness can be threatening. My advice to you, live effectively. You also have a responsibility to yourselves. You are but one person. As a lawyer, you will mess up. It will happen. You will get overwhelmed. You will get behind. The response every single time is to stop digging and reach up and reach out. The proper answer to most questions, let me stop for just a moment and say this is after the bar. Everybody, when you listen to this, think after the bar. The response, the proper answer to most questions is, I don't know. I don't know. Let me find out. Not before the bar exam, again. A good lawyer never knows the answers to all questions. Not first year out and not 20 years out. A terrible lawyer pretends that they do. You gain credibility with an I don't know. You gain credibility with an I need help. Importantly, every single state has an anonymous free lawyer assistance program. Every state has a free ethics hotline. Use them. Use them. There is great honor and growth in betterment, and there is great honor and growth in seeking out help and asking for it. We also have a responsibility to each other. Toledo Law does a fantastic job, in my opinion, the best job, humbly, teaching us how to think as lawyers, to research as lawyers, what arguments to make. But to actually be a lawyer, that comes from each other. It comes from our hearts, and it comes from experience, and it comes from advice and mentorship. Pay it forward throughout your career. look around amongst your classmates, those next to you, in front of you, behind you. They are now your referral sources for your career. They're your study partners. They are your law partners. They are your opposing counsel. They are mentors and mentees to each other. And if you are fortunate enough, as I am, they are also your lifelong best friends. To those around you who are not classmates, on the sides of the room, in the back of the room, those watching, the loved ones, they're asking, they're wondering, is he going to say that they have a responsibility to me? And the answer is yes, yes, I am. You do have a responsibility to them as well. They are all your new pro bono clients. Every one of them, every one of them. Welcome to the world of, I know you're busy, I have a really quick legal question. My advice is always take their calls. Well, translated to 2025, always answer their texts and their snaps. They have earned your pro bono time. Today, remember to thank them, especially, of course, our mothers, and have gratitude for them, not just for the journey you've taken, but for the one you're about to go on. In closing, I have just a couple of words of practical advice to all of you. I want you all to vow that 1 year from now, on May 11th, 2026, set aside 1 hour and go back and read the rules of professional conduct, cover to cover. It's going to take you less than 1 hour to do. As an added bonus, it's also going to make your ethics professor extremely proud. Tickle that same date to donate your law books and your study guides. Your law books that the bookstore offered you $12 to buy back and you decided I'm just going to hold on to them. 1 year ago, please just donate them, donate your study guides, and throw away your bar study index cards. I know how many hours those index cards took to write. I know how pretty they are. Mine were thrown away over my objection 2 years ago. Now I'll never know the 5 elements of contempt. I will never be able to go back and reread my study card. I know that your bar study index cards are going to be stained with both coffees and tears, still recovering from the tight grips of your exasperation and anxiety. But I promise you, you don't need them. You will never again refer to any of them, I promise, and you will make your spouse very happy when he or she or they are able to put them in the trash. And remember, the bar exam is going to next gen anyway, so they're of no use to anyone. Finally, when 20 years from now your favorite con law professor calls, answer your phone, and no matter her question, please say yes. It is that feeling of responsibility that brings me here to you today. So, in closing, congratulations to all of you. I have no doubt the future of their profession is in excellent, soon-to-be privileged, and responsible hands. Thank you.
Thank you so much, David. Before we present hoods, confer degrees, and award diplomas in the graduating class, I would like to introduce the members of the Board of Trustees who are with us today and the interim president of the university. Lydia B. Ebersol was appointed to the University of Toledo Board of Trustees by Ohio Governor Mike DeWine in 2023. Ms. Ebersol is an attorney and a shareholder in the Toledo office in Restel and Andrus, and she is one of our alums. We are very proud to call her our own. Her legal practice focuses on litigating business disputes and liability defense matters in Ohio and Michigan. She also assists clients with business and employment-related immigration and international transactions, especially with her home country of Poland. Before private practice, she worked as a judicial staff attorney at the Ohio 3rd District Court of Appeals and as a judicial extern. Oh, I give up. Sorry. And as a judicial extern at the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Ohio. Ms. Ebersol moved to the United States in 2006, received her law degree from UToledo shortly after gaining United States citizenship. Let's give her applause. Kevin Bishop was appointed to the University of Toledo Board of Trustees by Ohio Governor Mike DeWine to a term beginning July 28, 2023. Mr. Bishop is a senior studying finance in the Neff College of Business and Innovation. On campus, he has served as the co-overall director for Rockettathon in 2023, currently serves as president of the College Republicans, and is a member of the Levis Leadership Program. In addition to his commitment as student leader, Mr. Bishop is active in the Toledo community. He serves on the board of directors for the Victory Center, a Northwest Ohio-based cancer nonprofit organization. He is also an assistant soccer and basketball coach for his parish, St. Patrick of Heather Downs. Matthew J. Schroeder was named interim president of the University of Toledo during a special board of trustees meeting April 29, 2024, and began his tenure on May 20, 2024. President Schroeder has spent his career serving UToledo with experience in leadership roles across the university's finance, administration, and fundraising operations. A UToledo alumnus, Professor Schroeder received a bachelor's degree in management from the John B. and Lillian E. Neff College of Business and Innovation. He has a Master of Business Administration from the University of Michigan School of Business. President Schroeder also completed the Harvard Graduate School of Education Institute for Educational Management Program. We will now present hoods, confer degrees, and award diplomas to the graduating class. I ask Senior Associate Dean Jeffrey Rapp to present the class and Interim President Matthew Schroeder to confer the degrees. Senior Associate Dean Rapp.
Will candidates for the Juris Doctor please stand? As Senior Associate Dean of the University of Toledo College of Law, it is my privilege to present the candidates for the degree of Juris Doctor.
Thank you, Dean Rapp. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Law and the University of Toledo, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by our Board of Trustees of the University of Toledo, I now confer upon all the qualified candidates, including those absent today, the degrees for which they have met all the requirements with all the rights, privileges, and prerogatives appertaining thereto. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, President Schroeder. Graduates, please be seated. Before the graduates come forward to give their name cards to Senior Associate Dean Rapp and receive their hoods from me, I have a couple things to mention. During your hooding, you'll be photographed by the university photographer. Immediately after your hooding, please pick up your diploma case and proceed down the other ramp where another photographer will take your picture. These photos will be made available to the graduates online. We always ask this. I ask you to hold applause. We know that you are very proud of your graduate. We want to make sure that every graduate's name is heard. Thank you. The graduates should now come forward individually to receive their hood from me. Professor Machalo and Professor Spence will assist you.
Vincenzo Aducci. Vincenzo. Vincenzo Aducci. Stacy Maika Alphonse, cum laude. Riley Parker Anderson. Daniel J. Angel. Bisan Alexandra Ashab, cum laude. Akosua Asedu. Owen D. Balas. Abigail Claire Ann Basher, cum laude. Declan Daniel Beaton. Joshua L. Begg, magna cum laude. Alexis Emily Bengal, cum laude, JD MBA. Benjamin James Bergstrom, cum laude. Isabella E. Batura, cum laude. Jaqueline T. Bowers, cum laude. Taylor Brooke Carr, cum laude. Alexis Elizabeth Clark, magna cum laude. Connor Cooksey, cum laude. Daniel Richard Corwin, summa cum laude. Amanda Renee Creighton, summa cum laude. Maha Ahed Das, cum laude. Vijay Monique Durden, JD MPA. Abigail Lynn Douglas. Yasmin A. Elder. Hannah Elizabeth Elias. Juliana Nicoletta Fierro, cum laude. Colin R. Garcia, cum laude, JD MBA. Allison Irene Gilbert, summa cum laude. Belinda Awo Krama Grant. Hannah Noel Grimm. Charlotte Elizabeth Gross. Lynn Janess Handsick. Kent Heiser, JD MBA. Nicole D. Hopkins. Rama I. Ismail. Corey Brooke Kettler, cum laude. Daniel Ray Lavalle. Julie A. Lawrence, cum laude. Thomas Edward Leiden. Kimberly Ann Madden, magna cum laude. Brendan Patrick Mogollon, summa cum laude. Clara Matsukova. Xander Pierce Meehan. Jacob A. Murtis, magna cum laude. Kennedy Christine Mick. Colin Patrick Mischek. Abigail Morales. Jackson D. Murphy, cum laude. Morgan Nicole Murphy, cum laude. Kim E. Nielsen. Brianna Renee Norman, magna cum laude. Maggie Christine Omer. Daniel Thomas O'Neill. Grace Alexandra Palmer, magna cum laude. Kaylee Ryan Perret. Anjali Patel, cum laude. Cameron Marie Patton. Alec Brandon Poland, magna cum laude. Crystal Hadir Puta, cum laude. Raul Victor Rodriguez do Nascimento, cum laude. Hannah K. Regner, cum laude. Anna E. Rowland, magna cum laude. Sarah Samarani. Eileen Pamela Salisbury. Ryan M. Shear. Madison E. Shire. Jack Devon Shanazarian. Romina Shahab. Erica Skandaris. Ryan Ski. Anya M. Sloda, magna cum laude. Madison Rose Smith, JD, MBA. Scott M. Stevens. Natalie Eileen Sullivan Baker, cum laude. Jacqueline M. Tadlock, JD, MBA. Nathaniel Robert Vandenbroek. Sydney Jane Voss, cum laude. Emily R. Warnemont. Emily Ann Wilhelm. Josh Yeager, cum laude.
Can I get this? There we go.
Riley L. Zettel, cum laude. Catherine Olivia Zura, cum laude.
Yeah, yeah, I just realized my, yeah, yeah. That's great. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, actually, it was still, and then I was a writer. I do not, but I do. I'll just check the president. Do you think it's okay? Okay, all right. Congratulations to the class of 2025. At this time, I would like to invite Ms. Sarah Scow, President of the University of Toledo Law Alumni Affiliate, to step to the lectern to welcome our new alumni. Ms. Scow is a 2006 graduate of the College of Law, also a former student of mine. She graduated cum laude and served as executive editor of the University of Toledo Law Review. Ms. Scow has a diverse trial and appellate practice. She has been president of the Toledo Bar Association, as well as other associations, as well as on the boards of so many not-for-profits we can't even count them. She has also been a trustee or board member for numerous other organizations. Ms. Scow.
Thank you, Dean Zitlow, and many of you in the room will soon come to learn as graduates what it's like to be the last continuing legal education speaker before the end in the celebration. So I will keep this short. And on behalf of the University of Toledo's College of Law Alumni Affiliate, I'm thrilled to be able to welcome the graduates to our UT Alumni Association. The legal profession is fortunate to have so many more smart, compassionate, passionate, and resilient attorneys and professionals like each of you. In recognition of your accomplishments and your professional contributions yet to come, alumni have purchased diploma frames so that each of you may proudly display your degree from our College of Law. The UToledo Alumni Association also presents each graduate with a one-year complimentary membership to the University of Toledo Alumni Association. It's our pleasure to present this special gift to you, which you can pick up in the College of Law lobby following the ceremony today. Each of you follows in the footsteps of over 9,000 alumni of the College of Law and are now part of a network of over 171,000 graduates from the University of Toledo worldwide. Toledo is a special legal community, and whether you remain here in and around Northwest Ohio or wherever you may go, utilize the special place that Toledo holds in your hearts and the special privilege of practicing law that you have learned here in Toledo. Today is one that you will never forget, or maybe it'll be a little fuzzy, as David and I have shared our fuzzy memories here today. On behalf of all of our alumni, we hope that you go out into the world and in the spring that we have here before you, bloom where you are planted and where you choose to make a difference in our society, reflective of the rule of law and recognizing each person's humanity. Thank you for making a difference and representing the University of Toledo and the College of Law with distinction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Scow. At this time, I would like to call Mr. Chris Albert, a first-year law student, to the stage, who will be presenting the Beth A. Eisler Award for first-year teaching. Beth Eisler served as a faculty member at the University of Toledo College of Law for 26 years, including 8 years as Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. Professor Eisler served as an interim dean for 1 year, the only other woman other than me to ever serve in this position. She was an incredible colleague, professor, scholar, dean, and a role model, 100% committed to the students at the College of Law. Professor Eisler taught first-year contracts throughout her career, scaring generations of students on the first day of class. Oh, she really did. Yeah. But also treating all of her students with compassion and empathy. It is altogether appropriate that this award is named for her. I valued her as a friend and mentor, and I still miss her. Mr. Albert.
Thank you, Dean Zitlow. It is my honor to present the Beth Eisler Award to Professor Gilchrist. Professor Gilchrist's ability to articulate complex and nuanced legal concepts while also cultivating an environment of respect in the classroom inspires curiosity and passion amongst his students in a way that sets a standard for all of us. His dedication, clarity, and unwavering commitment to his students and to the field of law serves as a shining example that I hope that we all strive for. Congratulations, Professor Gilchrist.
Thank you. This award is very special to me. Beth Eisler is a big part of the reason I'm at University of Toledo. I counted her as a friend and also a mentor in teaching. She really was dedicated to the craft of teaching. For me, I teach because I love to practice law, and I think this is a wonderful profession. Graduates, I'm so thrilled for all of you. You're joining an amazing future, an amazing profession, and I foresee bright careers for all of you. This path offers great opportunities for fulfillment, for helping others, and for finding your own course. And I'm really happy to see you all here on this important day. Thank you.
Congratulations to Professor Gilchrist. It is now my pleasure to give this year's Dean's Award. This student is a leader in her class in so many ways, and throughout her time here, she has contributed to and strengthened our College of Law community. She has served as co-captain of the mock trial team, articles editor for the Toledo Law Review, and president of the Student Bar Association, the first Black woman to be elected to that role. As president of the SBA, she has been invaluable help to me in conveying other students' concerns and interests and advocating for your well-being. It has been such a great pleasure to get to know her these 3 years, and I know that she's going to continue her commitment to community service in her legal career. It is my great pleasure to announce that this year's winner of the Dean's Award is Stacy Alphonse.
Yeah.
We've agreed she doesn't have to give a speech. Those of our graduates who have served or are currently serving in the United States Armed Forces are wearing military service cords. Could those of you who have served, are currently serving, or have already committed to serve after graduation, please stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service. We are almost done. I'd like the graduates to stand one more time. First, we have a wonderful group of teachers here at the College of Law. I'd like you to recognize the faculty who guided you through your years at the College of Law. You're supposed to clap now. I know it's very warm in here. Second, and this, you guys will be you'll be on definitely agree with this. I'd like you to turn and give a round of applause to the people who supported and encouraged you throughout law school. We recognize the very considerable role in their education played by family members and loved ones. To you, the members of Class of 2025, we salute your achievements, join in your enthusiasm for the future, and wish you the greatest success and professional fulfillment. I hope you are as proud to be graduates of the College of Law as we are of you. I hope, too, that you will remain connected with the school as we build for the future and work together to keep the College of Law a place of which we can be proud. This completes our ceremony. The platform party, faculty, and graduate recessional will be through the middle aisle. Graduates, please wait until your row is released. Juris Doctor students should then return your regalia, pick up your diploma frame from the Law Alumni Affiliate at the College of Law, where we have a reception with light refreshments. So we hope to see you all there. Thank you for joining us on this important day.